It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got a duel in the Lone Star State. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Houston Texans under the lights on Monday night.
In the only building this franchise has ever known, we're at the home of the Texans. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And we're off and running from Houston. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State 4th-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
I don't think I'm alone in this, Kate. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. But his leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all you could ever ask for.
They get 13 on the pickup, and it'll be first down, Dallas. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing on first is Prescott. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Prescott here from the gun. He's on the move. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
So for those of you keeping track, we get a solid completion for decent yardage on 1st, and then we go backwards on 2nd. Kate, I guess we got a quality rubber match right here on 3rd down.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Dak now from the gun. Escapes the pop. And they get to him again. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. Cowboys putting it away here on 4th, and it's the long-time vet Brian Anger on now. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. So now it's the Texans' turn to take the field for the first time. And leading them out is the 2nd overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL, and it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion that this guy is just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on a route. C.J. was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 27. Hits his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 32 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Stroud throwing here on first. He finds Diggs right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And the Texans are going to have a first down. From the red zone now. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They kick the running back in motion. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. This one's caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
One of the things I love about this offense is how they mix and match their personnel. They move them around. One of the many wrinkles is sending the running back out as a wide receiver. And he's proven he's just as dangerous in that role as he is out of the backfield.
Davis will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
Situational football. Looking at 1st and goal, these defenses know what's coming at them. More often than not, a run play. It really is better to throw the ball unless you've got a way to disguise the run, and there was no disguising on that one.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. Going right back to Davis. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Back-to-back runs, stop short, and now it leaves him with a big 3rd and goal.
Where you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Now Stroud on 3rd and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Well, Brock, we normally talk about complimentary football at some point every week. So how about the way they've begun this one, huh? Force a punt and then cash it in for 6 on their opening drive.
Do we do it every game?
It feels like it. Almost every game, yeah.
I think you're right. Because that's what the NFL is about. We all know the margins are so small in this league. And the team that typically plays the complimentary ball is typically the team that wins.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Back out come the Cowboys for their 2nd drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Dak off the play fake. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he goes out a little short of the 40. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. First down, here's Dak. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helps set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. First and goal here. Dowdle. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. Back to throw. Here's Dak. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. That's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys tie this game 7-7. That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The Texans and their running back about to get back to work. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Running out of the gun with Davis. And he'll get it up to the 44. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
First down, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Texans are going to have a first down. Davis with it. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. Second and 6 coming up here. On the ground, it's Davis. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
3. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. On play action, here's Stroud. Collins there to grab it. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He's on the move. He keeps it and takes off. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Davis finds the end zone. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans take a second quarter lead. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. They've got 1st down from the 31. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Back to the well again. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st and 10, Prescott. Hits him on the out route. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
From the gun is Prescott. And he has them a 1st down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money, a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Short pass brought in. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Complete beyond the marker. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. Now Dak to throw. Completed over the middle. And that's good for a gain of 5. Taken down by Fuller Run Show Fanukasi. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another throw for Prescott. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. And the Texans go in nickel coverage, 3rd down. Prescott here from the gun. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. They strike for 23 yards. And that will set up 1st and goal.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Gay's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Looking to throw. He puts some air under this one, deep right. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. It's halftime here in Houston, with the Texans enjoying the lead at the break. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll let you and Brock catch your breath as we welcome the rest of you to our EA Sports Halftime Report.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now here's the Houston offense. They've got it first to begin the 3rd. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the 3rd. On the handoff, here's Davis. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
All right, Cowboys showing nickel set. Third down. Shotgun now for Stroud. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Nico Collins, the intended target. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing on first is Prescott. And he won't escape this. The Texans take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
There is no question this defense has risen to the occasion of prime time tonight. There's also no question that this is a window into the kind of beating quarterbacks can take when you can't protect him. He's going to have to use all week to get his body right to hopefully hit the field next week.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Dak now from the gun. He's loaded another one up. He's got it deep downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You can't start a fire without a spark. Well, how about a lightning bolt? What a huge gain that totally changes the tone of the drive.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Off the play fake, it's Prescott. Well secured by Brandon Cooks. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
That's one of those plays, Kate, where every position on the offense gets a gold star. They all did their job, enough protection to allow the quarterback time to find his receiver, who went all the way from the right side of the field to the left side of the field to do some damage.
And he has this one down to the 8-yard line. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Here's Dak. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys grab the lead on their first series of the half. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys push their lead to 3.
Texans 14.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The offense headed back to the field. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 32. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
New set of downs for him at the 38. A give left side. Here's Davis. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the gun, Stroud. That pass caught by Tate Dell. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Rolling left, buying some time. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 38. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Stroud now on 3rd. Caught, nice gain left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. The Texans have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Dell with the grab. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
A gain of 4 is now 2nd and 6 at the 11-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up here. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. He brings it in. And he's brought down after a short gain. And the Cowboys bringing on an extra DB here. Third down coming. Here's Stroud now. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Texans take a fourth-quarter lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans take a 4-point lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And he has to be happy about his game. We're checking some of the highlights right now that he's made so far. A good showing that's seen him in the zone from time to time. And also he's just seen the field well from his spot in the middle of this offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Into traffic, complete. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down. Play action, Prescott. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Dallas sends its punching unit onto the field. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. And that punt gets up to 59 yards. And it's going to be Texans football. First down, ball at the 36. On play action, here's Stroud. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's Davis. Along the sideline, past midfield. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on a play right up the gut. Come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, well, it's certainly more exciting for all of us to watch too.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Davis gets it from the gun. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Kate, you really do love those 5-yard gains on first down. You know what it kind of feels like? It kind of feels like making pars on the golf course on the par 3s. And now, on the par 5s, you can go let it rip.
From the 37. Cut by Diggs. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 25 yards. And it sets up a Houston first. Handoff here to Davis. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Now following the play, one of the Texans banged up in some pain. We're going to pause as he gets checked on. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They'll run it with Davis. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. 3 yards almost gets him back to even, but it's going to be 3rd and 11 now. He'll throw it. This one's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans now lead by 10. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans drive their lead to 11. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The Cowboys about set to take over. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Ferguson there to bring it in. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Cowboys trailing by 11. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Prescott here from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
How many times we see these coaches after games sit there at the press conference and pull out the stat sheet, and when they do, they look for some anomalies. And today, well, this head coach is going to be very proud of a defensive effort getting after the quarterback 6 different times. 6 sacks, and they've had a heyday in the backfield.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Throwing now. Rolling into enemy territory. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing on first is Prescott. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Looking to throw it. Getting out to his left. And this one does not go far.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running. Desperation time here on 4th. That's cut beyond the marker. They go for it on 4th down and get it in a big way, 25 yards there.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Down a couple of scores. Those 2 timeouts they've got left are going to be crucial. Here's 1st down. From the red zone now. Cut near the goal line. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown! I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
So a big play for the Cowboys here as they line up for 2.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Setting up to pass. Flush down now to his left. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. Ooh, this is so tough, Brock. You understand what he was trying to do, make something happen, ended up outside the pocket, but even some added creativity can't yield 2 points here.
You get down here on these 2-point conversions, the real estate just gets gobbled up in a hurry. Not only for the QB, but the receivers as well. Only so much time to try to make something work before that defender said, "Not in my house."
Back to throw. Finds the in route complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. He'll look to throw it. Trying to push it deep downfield. Big shot is hauled in. Feet are inbounds. Oh, what a play! The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts them in front here in the second half and puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Well, we knew this was coming. All touchdowns are reviewed, especially late in a close game like this.
previous play is under review.
Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands.
The Cowboys will line up for the two-point conversion.
And he's into the end zone, so that turns out to be a very smart risk. They've got the lead in this fourth quarter.
Well, that worked perfectly. They spread them out offensively initially, and then you hit the lane right up the middle to go get the 2 points.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. He's on the move. Steps up and he's running with it. Now with just 10 seconds left in our game, we've got a timeout. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Collins there to grab it. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the 1st. Here's Stroud. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Brought in inside the 20. And what a play. He scores. They get to the end zone on the final snap, and the huge moment wins them the game. For students of this incredible game, Brock, they'll know just how incredible a finish we all just witnessed. Very rarely does a game end on a walk-off touchdown, and even rarer does it happen on that type of home run play.
Yeah, these fans, they came here hoping for a good game, and they got a great one. They were all just treated to what you and I were treated to, one of the most memorable finishes we've ever called.
So it's a win for the Texans. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans, as we'll see you next time from Houston.